Hey everyone, I'm back with a daily hard run. Here we go. Alright, so today we've got a Halfling with a Dagger, FesteringVenom, and FlameWave. So the obvious thing that jumps out is wanting to build around the Dagger. I think that with FesteringVenom and the Dagger's base attack speed, you see my attack speed's up to 144% just off the Halfling bonus and the Dagger's attack speed bonus. I think that the way to go will be to pretty much ignore the FlameWave, so it's still going to be a great utility spell for hitting stuff at a distance because my build's going to revolve completely around melee attacks because my racial is also an attack booster. But anyways, early game FlameWave is going to be a great source of damage, but I'm not going to level it up. So as the game progresses, it's going to be more of a utility thing where maybe I'll be able to clear out some mines or something. It's really all going to be about my attacks. And because I have FesteringVenom, I might even want to build around it. FesteringVenom. I think I'm just going to look how the items go. Building around FesteringVenom would encourage me to get skill mastery, because that's going to boost up the damage over time and the damage when I pop the venom. But between my Dagger, which gets huge bonus damage attacking from Invis, which I get with Halfling Sneak Attack, and it's just generally a really, really strong weapon if you can get into range to use it, I might very well just build around the physical and take the FesteringVenom as a bonus. So we'll see how it goes with items, but here I go. Alright, so right away I see Hazard, which I probably want to hit for the bonus overrolled item. And then I'll sneak by the town. So you notice I'm popping... Ooh, I don't want to get hit by that meteor. I'm popping my Halfling Sneak Attack pretty regularly. It actually has a fairly low cooldown at 4 seconds compared to 6 seconds for most skills. I'm going to be popping that whenever I'm near enemies. Generally, it can be used both defensively and offensively, but on this run, especially since it's a daily, I'm mostly going to use it offensively. One interesting thing to note, though, is that the bonus damage it deals on the next attack is not single attack, but rather time-based. So as soon as I use this skill, I go invisible, and then when I attack or am revealed just by it timing out, I gain a full second of bonus damage. So that means if my attack speed is really high, I can get off multiple attacks with that 80% bonus damage, which is insane. But also it means that I don't have to go invis and then immediately attack. I can wait until the invis naturally ends and then start attacking. Now right here I see Eye of the Sifter on sale. I feel like if you see this in the first shop, it's going to be a good run, because this means I'm going to get more options every single place I shop. It's going to set me up to complete sets very easily. It's going to do lots of good things. Attack damage and skill mastery could be good, but it's not on sale. I'm just go ahead and pick up the Dust of Appearance. Between the dusts and that Eye of the Sifter, I'm going to have a huge amount of control over which items appear in this run. So I should be able to tailor a very, very sharp build optimized around my Dagger usage. Okay, so what I wanted to say earlier about Sneak Attack is I can actually go invisible to kind of freeze enemy AI in place. So if I'm trying to approach a group of guys and I kind of like the way that they're set up, I can go ahead and pop my invisibility a little bit earlier than I plan to attack, and everyone will sort of freeze in place because they don't know where I went. And so, like right here, everyone just kept walking forward while I approached them. So that was good for boosting my DPS. Normally these enemies would like to run away from me. And so it got me in a little faster. These are micro optimizations for the daily run, but they're worth knowing and they can certainly be exploited. Also, if you're not super confident with your build, if you're not in the middle of a daily, or maybe you've never played a Halfling before, it's important to remember that you can use that sneak attack defensively. You have free pathing when you're invisible, which means if a bunch of chargers are coming near you, and you can't even get around them because they're blocking off the only path, you can actually slip into invulnerability, or invisibility, sorry, it's not invulnerability, but slip into invisibility, and I was trying to one-shot that boss, slip past them. So it's good to know that it can be used defensively. Ooh, I just got myself shot twice in a row. Not really professional raid. Hard mode daily run here. Anyways, I'm going to try to sneak through, get these guys dead in a hurry. And I pop my Festering Venom there. It's good to know, especially on the dailies, that you can pop the Festering Venom for burst damage. Typically you'll want to let it tick off for a while in many circumstances to do damage over time, but you get a huge burst of damage when you activate it. And so, for example, if you've stacked up a bunch of charges on a boss, you'll want to pop them to finish him off. And similarly, as I go through this daily, when I see an opportunity to squeeze out a little extra damage by activating Venom, I'll do that to try to shave a second off my time. Because I have the Sifter, I'm seeing lots of purchase options. I see 3 items here. Battle Bracers are really good for an attack focused build, so even though it's not on sale, I'll pick them up. Even though I have tons of Warp Stones and Dust, I'm going to go ahead and pick up both of these because they're on sale. Sales are good, and I'm going to ignore the cheese because I'm living dangerously. And I really need my gold now that I've spent so much on overworld support. I need to start buying items that power me up. So let's see how that goes. I actually probably should have swept on the overworld map a little bit. So as soon as I'm done with this fight, pop the Venom there for the kill. I'm going to sweep, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll pop a Dust. An interesting thing to note is that because I have the Sifter and I have Dust to blow, I can see all 5 of the sets that will be in this world just by dusting the Jeweler. So let's do it. Let's see what's in this world and what I might want to buy. So Venomancer's Ring is good if you're going for slow clears. Tormentors would be really cool for allowing me to actually splash damage. One issue with this Dagger build is that I'm only hitting one guy at a time. Unlike, say, the sword or a variety of other weapons, I can only hit one guy at a time. Now, I can usually burst them down really well with a Dagger, but that is a limitation. So Tormentors would help me rip through multiple guys. Let me check which boss. Okay, so I'm going to kill Sepicles. So because I'm killing Sepicles, who is a boss that does not have followers, I'm going to put a little less priority on doing area of effect damage. I'm just going to assume I'm going to chew through everyone really quick. And so I'm going to pick up just Berserker's Amulet. This is going to give me insane attack speed. And it's going to give me move speed too, which is nice. I've already got good move speed with the Dagger, but you can never have too much move speed, especially as a meleeer. So now I see a lot of the map, but I don't know where the bazaar is. So I'm going to scan just right here. By scanning right here, I should reveal whether the bazaar is on the right edge of the map. And if it's not, as it's not, I know for sure it's along the left edge. So I could teleport directly to the left edge, but in fact, I don't really have any extra money. So I'm going to farm up a little bit of money moving to the left and hope I reveal the bazaar. I haven't really revealed anything super interesting on the overworld map. With these ninjas, I need to be a little careful about my dodging, but mostly I can get up. I just have to remember stay north, south, east, west. As long as you're not along the diagonals for many of them, you're always pretty safe. So let's clear this hazard. This hazard for a little extra on the overworld map pool count. Always nice to stockpile overworld items like dust. Okay, so I have found the bazaar, and I found it just sort of in the nick of time because I can now clear this mini boss and have just enough gold to buy something at the bazaar. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'm probably going to dust before I go into the bazaar, even though I have the Sifter. You can never have too many item choices. Got a lot of stacked up enemies, so I popped it. Okay, dust time. Let's see what the bazaar has to offer me. So it will always have this Berserker's chest piece. That's the piece of the set that I am missing. So you can always find a piece towards the set you're missing at the bazaar as a last resort. But I'm more interested in these potions. I'm more interested in Sepicles' statue. So I've got sort of a big question. Interestingly, I'm seeing 3 different elixirs. Elixir Freneticus is awesome with Festering Venom. It allows me to stack up a ton of Venom really, really quick. On the other hand, Elixir of Giant Growth is fantastic for increasing overall DPS. With Freneticus, it's better more if you have like some kind of procs. Obviously, I have Festering Venom, which is stacking with each hit. Giant Growth is always great just for pure attack damage. The big downside is that it makes your character larger. However, I'm a Halfling. I'm super small, so I'm not really going to have a problem dodging too much. So it's tempting to get the giant growth. I think, given that I'm already building this Berserker's Battle Gear, which is going to give me insane attack speed once completed, but is a little more expensive to complete here, and given that I have Festering Venom, I think the smart choice has to be Freneticus. So this is going to double my attack speed. You see I'm already starting to attack super quick early in the game. And so I'm probably going to be building a little more around my Festering Venom than anything else. I might even skill that up at a Wise Man if I get the opportunity. But now the shadow is right on top of me. So I probably should go ahead and teleport to get a little bit ahead of it. And here's a loot hook. So in the loot hook, I do like to stay on the left. Gives me an opportunity to run with the pack. If I miss a hook, I want to stay a little to the right in case the better angle is from the right. But it's World 2. Okay, so here's a perfect example of missing the first hook. And so I still had time to throw a second hook. Now I want to do these kind of fast so I don't lose time on the daily. And there we go. With each successive region, it gets a little bit harder to do those loot hooks. Everyone starts moving a little faster. I'm tempted to blow a dust here and hope that one of these two mountains is a golden mountain. The problem is if it was on the left, I still want to be able to get back here without a teleport. So maybe I will just skip the Wise Man. I don't have enough gold at 40 to buy any upgrades, so I'm just going to skip him. Screw it. You see I now hit really, really fast, which means I can get a bunch of venom on these guys really quick. Oh, I just took 2 hits for no good reason. I better start paying attention to what I'm doing. Luckily I'm next to a town. I'm going to heal up. It's only 10 gold. I really don't need more dust. I really need to be spending my money on stuff that makes me stronger. I would have loved to pick up this attack damage booster now that I have insane attack speed. But, oh well, I missed it. Onward. Time to kill the boss. And so with this boss, I'm going to stack up all my venom. I can actually get venom stacks on him even when his shield is up. That's a little detail that's nice to know. So he's invulnerable to damage, but he's still getting venom stacks. And next time he raises his shield, I'm just going to pop my Festering Venom and that'll kill him. Not too scary. Okay, I see hazards. I'll probably clear those. Just for the bonus overworld item, I think I'm going to go this way. It's going to reveal a little more of the map, just through adjacency rules. And then I'll probably go ahead and sweep, because I kind of want to find the set dealer so I can complete this Berserker's set. So by set dealers, I mean the blacksmith and the jeweler, of which there are 1 on each map. And so you notice I'm getting guys fairly low, and then I'm ignoring them because I know I can let my Festering Venom tick on it for a little while, and then I can pop the Festering Venom to finish them off. Because I've got such great movement speed between my Dagger, which provides bonus movement speed, and my Freneticus potion, I'm not too worried about dodging things like those boulders. I'm also a small dude as a halfling. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to sweep up here. I did find, ooh, that's nice, I found the blacksmith and jeweler, and they are semi-adjacent, which is to say that if I wiggle in there, I can dust and hit both of them. And that will actually guarantee me an opportunity to complete, oh, it won't complete this set because I need 2 pieces from the blacksmith. I actually don't need the jeweler at all. So, that changes things a bit. Let's see what's adjacent here. Alright, these little guys, again, these are the kind of guys that could be scary, but with my insane movement speed, it's just not very scary. It's really hacking guys to pieces in a hurry. I do have a question here. Do I go for Fuhrer as my god? I'm going to lean against it. Gee, it's not terrible. I'm fighting Sepicles, ultimately. Fuhrer would be a fine god for me. I would kind of prefer Sepicles, because Sepicles gives me attack speed, and attack speed, as we've discussed, will stack with Festering Venom, which is pretty cool. So let's just go ahead and break this temple. Hopefully I won't get myself hit too much doing so. Okay, so I just used Halfling Sneak. You couldn't really see it there, but I was in a bit of a bind. I had been cornered. And so by using Halfling Sneak, the Arcanist could no longer even target me. You notice they all stopped moving their beams because they don't know where I went. They're not too smart. And you notice my DPS is really not that great right now. I'm hitting for almost no damage. I need to spend some money either upgrading Festering Venom or getting some attack damage. I'm going to go ahead and pop the dust to guarantee that I see the item I want. And that's this one. Frostwalkers would not be a bad set, but I really need to start building attack damage more directly. And the shops are not working out exactly how I had hoped. So I'm going to hit the mini-boss for the bonus gold. I have got to level up my Festering Venom, I think. So I pop the Festering Venom to make sure I don't lose out on some DPS. Oops, I let myself get hit. Not ideal. Okay. The jeweler doesn't do anything for me because I need Berserker's boots. Those are at the blacksmith. I'm going to teleport here, assuming a wise man is there. So the reason I make that assumption is that this is a triply adjacent mountain spot. Wise men love to be near the mountains. And so this spot is touching 3 mountains, as is the spot above. So if he's not here, he's almost certainly here. And I have enough gold to upgrade Festering Venom, which is what I would like to do. I could even go here. No, I'll go here. Because that even reveals the adjacent spots that might have a lower probability of the wise man. Okay, so here's a wise man. So I do have the option of Halfling Sneak Attack on sale. That's pretty cool, but because I don't have anything that really combos with the Sneak Attack, if I had like Whirlwind or Shadow Strike, that would be amazing. But I don't. I think I'm going to build around Festering Venom and let that be my primary damage engine. Alright, and here is Sepicles, who I was looking for earlier. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make him my god. So far I have 2 favor from wrecking Führer's Temple. So I want to make sure not to touch his temple, which should be pretty easy since I have this single target style build. And you notice it's very easy for me to stack up a lot of damage per second on these guys with my Festering Venom. It is a bit annoying. With a single target weapon you kind of want to burst guys down, and with Festering Venom you kind of want fights to go on so you can get lots of ticks of damage. Nevertheless, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna teleport so I don't backtrack. I think it's worth hitting an extra point. I should be able to Merciless Defense this. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that I let these guys get a little way from their portal and then burst them down. Because if I hit them while they're too close to their portal, they're going to run away and I'm going to lose out on the chance to get Merciless Defense. Oh no, I let a guy escape. That was terrible. Alright, so apparently my DPS is so awful that I can't actually Merciless Defense, so now I'm just going to defend these 4 treasures I have left. That was pretty bad. I hadn't realized how bad my build has been so far. Breaking this temple will allow me to get a rank of Sepicles favor. That's going to be very useful. You see here, my FlameWave is still doing work. It's still a great way to clear out things like those mines. It's still a great way to burst down little guys, because my DPS is actually pretty terrible. I'm really good at stacking up Venom on stuff, but it's not really an ideal situation. I'm only hitting 1 guy at a time. I only pop the Venom so often. This guy's going to be annoying to get to. You see, I am popping my Halfling Sneak Attack right before I attack. That's just for the bonus 80% damage. This guy, I could try to burst down. It's a little bit dangerous. I think I'm going to go ahead and kill his buddies. So he summons guys when he gets low on health, and then he wants to eat these guys, which is pretty annoying for me because I don't have a stun. Actually, overall, I would say this is a pretty weak loadout. It's very easy to see lots of deficiencies in this loadout, but at the same time, there are ways to make the best of it. And so I am going to be doing really good single target damage. As you see here, I'm going to be able to burst this guy down pretty quick. So he's gone. I pop in all those Festering Venom stacks. So I'm really abusing my movement speed to constantly sidestep enemies. One important thing to note is that when you're up close, oh cool, I got the zombie now. When you're up close and personal with enemies, it's generally pretty easy to sidestep their attacks. I'm going to sweep here, hoping to find the bazaar, and I did. So now the question is, how do I make my way there? Well, let's just go through a normal spot first. Anyways, even though it's a little counterintuitive, it's actually generally easier to dodge enemies up close. And the reason why is that you can get a better angular sort of movement relative to them, the closer you are. So for example, an Arcanist turns at a fixed rate, and so if I'm up close to him, he can't turn nearly as fast as I can sidestep, but at a greater distance, I have to move through a lot more space to get a larger angle relative to him. Okay, so my build is pretty terrible right now. I think I'm going to go straight to that town and heal, rather than risk dying. I suppose I still risk dying. I'm just not doing much damage at all. But as soon as I think I built this wrong. I think I probably did not want just pure attack speed like this, death by 1,000 cuts. I think I'd rather be able to burst guys down. Relying on Festering Venom, it's good against bosses, but it puts me in a hard position against these normal fights because it's really not doing me much good. I can burst guys down just through my attack speed. The Festering Venom almost feels worthless. My skill mastery is only 100, so the Venom's not doing that much damage. Anyways, I'll go ahead and pick up an attack damage skill mastery booster because that's going to help my Festering Venom do way more damage. Actually, I have a Bazaar nearby. Do I really want to do that? No. I'll just take the TPs, the teleport option. So I'm going to dust this Bazaar just to maximize my items list today. My range is pretty bad with Dagger. My small little dude. Definitely not the strongest run I've ever had in my life. I definitely don't think I've built it very well either. But we're going to make it work. Alright, so I'm going to dust. Dust will let me see lots of stuff at that Bazaar, and so I'll hit this spot first so that I actually have 300 gold. 300 gold will be enough to buy 2 things at the Bazaar. As you see again, I can do a lot of damage with my Venom, but it's death by 1,000 cuts is a very annoying way to kill guys. Okay. No real rush to gain 2 more favor. No real rush to upgrade the Festering Venom. Yeah, it's good against bosses, but I need to start hitting harder. Okay, and I still haven't made any progress. Oh, I have made progress. I need just this last piece. So I should probably go ahead and complete that set. This is going to be kind of ridiculous. I'm going to have infinite attack speed and no damage. But this is what RNGesus has blessed me with, so I'm going to do with it what I can. This might not be bad on sale. Kind of overwhelmed though, just attacking guys up close, not really having any way to disrupt them, no stuns at all. I'm a little bit overwhelmed just hitting guys. So you see how absurdly fast I am. I'm going to try once again to Merciless, and I very well might do it now that I have such better damage per second as a result. Oh no! Okay, I barely got that guy. Should not have used my FlameWave though. Good way to let a guy get away. Yeah, my attack speed is absolutely ludicrous here. So I did get the Merciless Defense, and that's 10 bonus gold. Again, Merciless Defense is when you kill all the little dudes without letting any get away, which can be tricky if your build has low DPS. My build actually has really good DPS now. The issue is that I'm still doing this death by 1,000 cuts thing, which is a bit annoying to line up. Pretty nice though for Festering Venom. I mean, this is truly, truly ludicrous attack speed. So that's kind of neat. I'm going to focus this temple first, because otherwise I have to hit everyone a lot more. And since I'm going for a daily time, I'd like to clear things as fast as possible. Little optimizations like that make sense. And I am popping my Festering Venom fairly frequently. I am actually attacking so ludicrously fast that I'm getting to like max Festering Venom stacks on these guys probably in a matter of seconds. I'll go ahead and clear another temple. Again, with this temple, because it raises the dead, I want to kill it somewhat first. Because that's going to let me avoid having to fight guys twice. Otherwise, they're going to be raised. Alright, so this dude, the trick is, how do I stack up? How do I even count how fast I'm attacking? I'm guessing I'm at max stacks after something like 3 seconds. I suppose I can cover the stack. Pop up, but I'm going to kill his followers when it's handy. Oops, I dodged right into his attack there. Attacks so fast. It's kind of cool. If I could get a damage booster, man, I would be in good shape. If I had something like Bolt Thrower set, I would be sitting pretty. I kind of want Looking Glasses, and Looking Glasses... You know, I probably should have dusted this town to increase the chance that a Looking Glass would be available. I don't really want this attack speed. I'll take the heal for 10 gold. I don't really want the dust. Jeez, I really wanted some attack damage or some Looking Glasses. I'm just going to blind teleport. Hope to find something better. There's nothing interesting going on here. Alright, these dudes, I'm kind of going to do a circle around these guys. They all have sort of a slow attack, and they all have a linear attack, which means it's very easy to just sidestep them and just keep sinking at moves. Do I want to start another set? I've completed the set that I had. I know what the other sets are. None of them are super exciting. You know what I really want? Is to find that wise man. I'm going to take the extra gold from the mini-boss. I'm very good at taking out a single target. Although this is an annoying single target. That's an idea. But I'm pretty good at stacking up that venom and then popping it for a huge amount of bonus damage. So this is not, like, by any means an ideal build. I really, really want more Festering Venom. Okay, I'm going to teleport up here. It's adjacent to a bunch of mountains. I think there's a good chance a Wise Man is there. I really want Festering Venom. And there's not. So now that we're in Region 5, it might be hard to pull off a Merciless Clear, but I'm still going to go for it. I'm just stacking up Venom on these big guys because I know that I can just pop it and finish them off. It's the little guys running away that I'm more worried about. So I did get the Merciless. So it's a good sign that my DPS is not terrible. Alright, so it wasn't here, but it was here. And I definitely want that Wise Man. I definitely want that Festering Venom. Actually, this on sale, it's not bad. I mean, it's even more movement speed. It's even more damage attacking from behind. I do have this big problem, though, that I don't have any way to set up that backstab damage. Normally my Halfling sneak attack would be a great way because when you attack from invisibility, you're always going to trigger that bonus damage. But in this case, I have super fast attack speed, so I'm only going to trigger that on my first attack as I reveal myself, and then it's not going to be worth anything. If I had Whirlwind or Shadow Strike again, Unyielding Charge, one of those physical skills, and I could be guaranteed to get that bonus damage against that entire skill proc, it'd be great. But with this low attack speed, I need the Venom. I mean, with the super high attack speed, I need the Venom. So I'm kind of pumped. I think I could just like rush at the Phoenix at this point. I think I'm now doing so much damage with my Venom stacks that like single target bosses should just not be a problem. So I think rather than farm a lot, I'm just going to kind of make my way to the boss. Arrowfell Shield might be nice. I'm going to pick up more teleports. This will let me kind of cheese through the God Plane a little better. This might almost be worth it for the attack damage. Jeez. I'm pretty desperate. This is a very inefficient purchase. It's not on sale. I'm going to be fighting Sepicles. He's going to be a scary boss to fight up close. Screw it. I'll take that for a little extra health. I'm just going ham sandwich now. It's that time. Ham sandwich, excuse me. Alright, so with the Phoenix I want to constantly sidestep his main attack, and when I see him pull together for that 8-way attack, I just need to make sure I'm not along those left and right, not along the diagonals. I need to make sure to pop my Festering Venom periodically, which is not doing as much damage as I'd like it to do. But it's doing an awful lot. I can let it tick for a little bit there. 2,700 damage when I pop it, not bad. This is annoying when I get a little bit away from him. I use my sneak attack there to make range. It's an important technique, and then I can go ahead and pop my Venom for the kill. So I'm going kind of slow, but it's okay. This wasn't my smartest build. I'm gonna pop a dust because I'm really hoping to see spyglasses at this town. And so by dusting it, I'm revealing an additional overworld choice. And I still didn't get spyglasses. What's going on, RNG? I still only have rank 1 with Sepicles. That's pretty terrible. This thing's on sale. That's a little more attack damage. It's really not very good. I think this is better. So my Festering Venom damage is completely dependent on my skill mastery. This will be a big boost to my skill mastery, and therefore when I pop that Festering Venom, or when I just let it tick off on the boss, which is how I plan to kill Sepicles, it's my main DPS source, that's 35% more damage. That's no small thing. Alright, let's see. So I don't know anything about what's ahead of me. I'm going to blind teleport to the right edge, hoping that it's a bazaar. Which, I mean, there's a decent chance. There's something like a 1 in 10 chance it's a bazaar. But I'm just trying to avoid normal fights here and make my way up to Sepicles. Again, since I have no ability to scout, it's kind of hard to do. And so it was a town. That's actually great. I could either take attack damage, which is going to let me do more with each swing, or I could take another skill mastery booster. I think, you know, I think it's very hard to tell which of these is better. I think right now I'm getting 123 damage per cleared stack of Festering Venom. I'm swinging for 69. I think overall I'm going to get a bigger damage boost by upping my skill mastery. Again, as I've said, I'm sort of a one-trick pony now. I'm all about that Festering Venom damage. You see it's gone up quite a bit thanks to my skill mastery boost. So I do think there's a very good chance that that's a Wise Man because it's quadruply adjacent. I mean, if you look on the map, there's triply adjacent here. That'd be a great spot for a Wise Man. There's double adjacent where I'm standing and below there, so there might be a Wise Man there. There wasn't a Wise Man here or here. So really, there's an extremely high chance that's a Wise Man. And it is, and so that allows me to avoid a fight. So that's always cool. Because I'm going for a daily, the timer only runs during fights, doesn't run in shops, doesn't run when you're thinking about the overworld map. So that gives me an opportunity to fight one less time in the God plane. That's one less chance to die in the hardest plane. And it's also that much faster of a daily time. So I'm feeling much better about this run. I think as long as I don't get myself killed against these guys are actually really annoying for me. This guy is just going to charge right in my face. So I want to pop him off ASAP. But these little mines, you know, since I have no way of dealing damage in an area, those mines are scary. And my FlameWave is still actually probably useful against them because they stack up so fast. Well, my FlameWave's kind of pathetic at this point. It did get a little better with all that skill mastery. Again, I'm going to blind teleport, hoping that it's not like a mini-boss fight over here. I can even blind teleport here, hoping it's that bazaar. Do I feel lucky? Hey, I'm lucky. How about that? Alright, so I'm healing up for the boss fight. None of these items are really going to do anything. It's time to kill the boss. And so this is going to be a scary fight. Let's take a look at the geometry. So this geometry up here is a little scary, but the rest of the map is wide open. That's great because this guy is a bit scary to fight at melee range. I do have great movement speed. Again, I'm going to try to stack up 30 max stacks. I'm attacking, oh my goodness, 7 times a second. So I need to hit this guy for about 4 seconds to get max stacks, and then I can pop him. So I'm going to try to kind of count that off as I fight him, but mostly I'm just going to be dodging it. Alright, I've got about 4 seconds worth of stacks on him, so I'm going to pop it. See that did a good burst of damage. I let myself get hit there, which is not ideal. But I am a halfling. I have a lot of damage so potential. I could probably get hit, I don't know, 7 times without dying, so I'm not too worried. So now I'm just going to rush him down because I want to finish him really fast. Alright. So I wanted to increase my daily hard time, so I just kind of bum rushed at the very end. I think I miscalculated how many hits I could take, but I did win. Thanks for watching. This puts me at 100%, finally. Alright, thanks again.